She hadn't spoken to anyone in 3 days. The television filled the silence, but the loneliness echoed louder. She was 82, independent, forgotten. Every day, thousands of elderly men and women across the world face a quiet crisis, living completely alone, not by choice but by circumstance. Their children have moved far away, or perhaps they never had any. Some outlived their partners. Others had friends who slowly faded away with time. For many, the phone hardly rings anymore. But the world doesn't stop. Groceries need to be bought. Medications must be remembered. Bills continue to arrive. And health doesn't always wait for help. What happens when no one is there? What happens when the doorbell never rings and the only footsteps are your own? This is not a story of hopelessness. It's a story of strength, wisdom, and the 5 powerful ways seniors can stay safe and live well, even when alone. But before we get there, we must understand the emotional weight of isolation. Because only when we acknowledge the truth can we begin to change it. The invisible struggle, more than just loneliness. Living alone in your later years is not simply about being alone. It's about feeling forgotten in a world that moves faster every day. A forgotten pot on the stove can lead to a fire. A misstep in the bathroom can turn into a life-altering injury. A silent illness, unchecked, can go unnoticed until it's too late. But what hurts more than all these risks is the silence. It's the sound of no one asking how you slept. It's the pain of realizing no one noticed you didn't come to church last Sunday. It's wondering if anyone would even know if you didn't wake up tomorrow. And yet, despite it all, the many elders still choose to live alone, fiercely holding on to their independence with a quiet kind of dignity. They wake up, they make their tea, they carry on, with strength younger people often underestimate. But even the strongest heart needs connection. Even the wisest soul needs care. The life of Margaret, a true reflection. Margaret, 85, was once a teacher, a wife, and a mother of 3. After her husband passed and her children moved to different states, she found herself alone in the home they built together. At first, it was manageable. She enjoyed her routines. She even joined a book club. But over time, arthritis made cleaning difficult. Her eyesight began to fade, and the steps to the mailbox grew steeper each year. One winter, during a heavy storm, she fell in her kitchen. It took her nearly 9 hours to crawl to her phone. That day, she realized something profound. Being alone isn't the problem, she said. It's being unseen, forgotten. That's what breaks you. Her story is not rare. It's the quiet truth behind many closed doors. But Margaret made a choice, and you can too. In the next part, we'll explore 5 deeply practical, life-saving ways seniors can stay safe, supported, and dignified, even when living alone. Because your life still matters, your presence still has power, and being alone doesn't have to mean being unsafe. 5 ways to stay safe and strong while living alone. It's not about having someone in the house. It's about building a life that doesn't leave you vulnerable. Living alone in later years requires more than independence. It requires intention. Here are 5 powerful, practical ways to protect yourself, stay connected, and preserve your dignity, even when no one else is there day to day. Build a circle. Even if it's just one person, you don't need dozens of people in your life. Sometimes just one trusted contact can make all the difference. This could be a neighbor who agrees to check in once a week, a former coworker who's also retired and happy to chat on the phone, even a nearby teenager willing to help carry groceries in exchange for a few dollars. Make a pact. If you don't answer a text or call within 24 hours, they check on you. No questions, no judgment. Just a quiet lifeline. Don't wait for people to show up. Ask, reach out. One connection is stronger than 1,000 silent prayers. And if you don't feel comfortable asking someone close, consider a local program or senior outreach group. Many offer check-in calls or visits free of charge. Turn your home into a safe haven. Your home should be your comfort, not your danger. Here's what to do right now. Remove rugs that slide easily. They're a top cause of falls. Install grab bars in bathrooms, hallways, and staircases. Use motion sensor lights so you're never walking in the dark. Place your phone in every room, or wear a mobile medical alert. Many people delay these changes thinking, "I'm fine." But prevention isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Preparing your home for the future isn't giving up. It's giving yourself the gift of years. Even a small fall can change everything. But the good news? It's mostly preventable. Know your medications, and simplify them. Medication errors are one of the most dangerous risks for seniors living alone. Whether it's forgetting a dose or taking too much, simple mistakes can lead to hospital visits, or worse. Here's what to do. Use a weekly pill organizer that separates doses by day and time. Ask your doctor or pharmacist if any pills can be combined or simplified. Set daily alarms or reminders on your phone or a talking clock. You may also consider a medication dispenser that alerts you when it's time and locks after. They're surprisingly affordable now. Your life is too valuable to trust to memory, alone. And don't forget, always have an up-to-date medication list posted on the fridge. In emergencies, it could save your life. Embrace technology. Even a little bit. Some seniors fear technology, and that's okay. But you don't need to be tech-savvy to use tools that can keep you safe, connected, and cared for. Voice assistants can call for help with one simple phrase. Smart doorbells show you who's at the door without opening it. Wearable pendants can alert emergency services if you fall. Tablets or simple smartphones can allow video chats with family or friends. You don't need every gadget. Just one or two can give you peace of mind, and perhaps even add years to your life. Loneliness may feel like silence, but technology can become a gentle voice reminding you you're not alone. Create a daily routine that keeps you grounded. Structure is safety. When you live alone, it's easy for the days to blur, but creating a daily rhythm, no matter how simple, keeps your body and mind sharp. Wake up and go to bed at the same time. Start the day with stretching or gentle movement. Eat regular meals, even light ones. Write in a journal. Call a friend. Sit in the sunlight. Choose a check-in moment each day. One phone call, one prayer, one moment of quiet reflection. This is not just about avoiding danger. It's about preserving your dignity. A routine reminds you that your day matters, and when your day matters, so does your life. Margaret's turnaround. A real example. After her fall, she made changes, big ones. She joined a local senior check-in service. She installed lights and grab bars. She even started a garden club for other women her age who lived alone. And she wrote something beautiful in her journal. "I used to wait for someone to care for me. Now I care for myself. And in doing so, I found others who care too." There's no shame in living alone, but there's great power in living prepared. Safety is not a luxury, it's your right, and you don't need to wait for someone else to protect you. You can begin today, right now, with just one step, because your life is still rich with purpose, because your voice still has stories to tell, because you are still beautifully here. The emotional weight of aging alone and how to heal. The house was quiet, too quiet, and for the first time she realized it wasn't peace she felt, it was emptiness. Physical safety is only one half of the story. The other half, often overlooked, is emotional survival, because living alone doesn't just affect the body, it touches the heart, the mind, the very soul, the hidden pain of isolation. Being alone isn't always painful. Many elders enjoy solitude. The freedom. The quiet but chronic loneliness, that deep ache of being disconnected, can silently wear away at well-being. Studies have shown it's as dangerous as smoking or obesity. It increases the risk of depression, memory loss, high blood pressure, and even early death. We are not just made to survive. We are made to be seen, to be heard, to be loved. When no one asks how you are, you start to forget. When no one listens to your stories, you begin to wonder if they ever mattered. But here's the truth. You do matter. You are not invisible, and there are ways to gently bring your spirit back to life, even from the quietest corners of loneliness. Step 1. Reignite purpose through small rituals. One of the most powerful ways to fight emotional isolation is through purpose, even in the smallest of forms. Ask yourself each morning, what can I create today? What can I give, even just to myself? What can I look forward to, even if it's tiny? Maybe it's writing a short note to a grandchild, even if you don't send it. Maybe it's making a soup from scratch, listening to old songs as it simmers. Maybe it's tending to a single flower pot on the porch. Purpose doesn't need applause. It only needs presence. When you give yourself a reason to rise, you slowly rebuild your emotional foundation. Step 2. Write letters. Even to the past there is healing in writing. You don't need to be a writer. You only need to be honest. Try this. Each evening, write a short letter to someone, living or gone, to a friend you miss, to a sibling who passed, to a younger version of yourself who needed more love than she got. You don't have to mail them. The act itself is healing. When you speak to the past, sometimes it speaks back in peace. And don't forget to write to your future too. Tell her she'll be okay. Step 3. Let the light in. One simple change can transform your emotional health. Sunlight and sound. Open the windows in the morning. Let the air stir your curtains. Play soft music while you cook or read. Let birdsong be the first voice you hear each day. These tiny sensory rituals help signal to the brain, you're still here, you're still living, you're still worthy of beauty. The soul thrives in small joys, and joy begins with a light. Step 4. Join a group. Even a virtual one-human connection doesn't need to be face-to-face. There are online book clubs, virtual senior groups, faith-based video gatherings, and even telephone friendship lines for elders who live alone. You don't need to say much. Just showing up, just hearing a voice say your name, can fill a space in the heart you didn't even know was empty. Community is not about proximity, it's about presence. If you don't know where to start, ask your local library, community center, or place of worship. Most will have resources ready. You only need to say, I'm looking to connect. And if you're shy, that's okay. Courage doesn't mean being loud. It just means trying again tomorrow. Step 5. Learn to talk to yourself with kindness. One of the hardest parts of aging alone is the voice inside, the one that says, no one cares. I've become a burden. There's nothing left for me now. These thoughts are heavy, but they're not the truth. You are not a burden. You are a chapter still being written. You are not forgotten. You are a treasure that time has shaped. You are not done. Your wisdom is needed now more than ever. Practice saying kind things to yourself out loud. I made it through today. I did the best I could. I deserve peace, even now. When no one else is around to comfort, you must become your own soft place to fall. Margaret, the woman we spoke of earlier, once told her journal, I thought being alone would destroy me. But I learned to sit with myself, to soften, to grow roots in the silence. She now teaches poetry at a senior center once a week. Most of her students are also alone, but together, they find something more. From isolation to inner peace, aging alone doesn't mean aging empty. It means you must hold your heart with more tenderness. It means listening to your own needs and meeting them. One brave day at a time. You are still allowed to bloom, even in quiet soil. Designing a life of strength, serenity, and connection. The journey of aging alone is not about surviving. It's about thriving in your own beautiful way. We've explored the physical risks and how to protect your body. We've uncovered the emotional challenges and ways to soothe your spirit. Now it's time to bring it all together, because safety and well-being aren't separate. They are woven threads in the tapestry of a full life. Create a personal safety plan that honors you. Every life is unique. Your safety plan should be too. Write down your emergency contacts clearly. Keep a list of your medical conditions and medications accessible. Decide ahead of time who you want to call if something happens. Prepare a go bag with essentials in case you need to leave quickly. Consider using a medical alert system. It's not a sign of weakness, but a shield of strength. Having this plan gives peace of mind not just to you, but to those who care about you. Preparation is a quiet act of love for yourself. Nurture your passions and stay curious. A life without curiosity is like a garden without rain. Ask yourself, what have you always wanted to learn or revisit? Is there a hobby that once brought joy, music, painting, gardening? What stories are waiting to be told? Whose life can you touch with your wisdom? Your passions are a lifeline, a way to connect with yourself and others even from a distance. Reach out and allow others to reach you. Many elders feel reluctant to ask for help, fearing they'll burden others. But relationships are built on giving and receiving. It's okay to accept help, whether it's a meal, a phone call, or a ride to an appointment. And don't be afraid to say yes to invitations, even if they're small or feel inconvenient. You deserve kindness as much as you give it. Practice gratitude, even in the smallest moments. Gratitude doesn't erase hardship, but it shifts the focus from what's missing to what's present. Each morning or evening, try to find one moment that brought a smile, one person, memory, or thing you are grateful for. One small accomplishment like getting out of bed or cooking a meal. Over time, these small acts build resilience, a foundation strong enough to carry you through tough days. Remember, you are not alone, even when you feel it. This message is for everyone who watches and feels isolated today. Though your home may be quiet, your life still echoes. You are a chapter in a story worth telling. You are worthy of care, from yourself and from others, and the steps you take to protect, to connect, to love, will ripple outward, touching lives in ways you can't yet see. Alone is not the same as lonely. Alone is a space for growth, for reflection, for healing. When I embraced that truth, I found peace, and so can you. If this story moved you, share it with someone you care about.